Take it easy, Benny. Coming right up on Weekend at the Cottage. Welcome to Weekend at the Cottage. I'm Nick Manojlovic. Today I'm going to show you how to make a classic dish we most often enjoy in restaurants. Fingers crossed, I'm going to inspire you how to make a classic, easy Eggs Benedict. Before I start, a quick reminder. At the end of this video, I bet you're going to want to reference the full recipe. It's up at weekendatthecottage.com. When you're visiting our website, please subscribe to it. You'll be able to watch this video again and again, along with tons more on our dedicated YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that as well. And then finally, we would love to see all the pics of your eggs, Benny. Post them using hashtag weekendatthecottage on your favorite socials like Pinterest, the Gram, and Facebook. Now, although Eggs Benedict are really popular, there's two things that always kind of make us go like this. Number one is making a Hollandaise sauce, and number two is poaching eggs perfectly. Fear not. We did a lot of testing of this recipe, and we have found the easiest way of making Eggs Benedict, and yes, you will be able to make Eggs Benedict just like we did. One quick tip before I start: every time I do a recipe like this, I always get my ingredients ready. Place them into your bowl, place them at your workstation, and you'll be good to go, and we'll be cooking like a chef in no time. We're off to an easy start. I'd like you to turn your oven on to just 200 degrees. We're gonna be using it to keep our English muffins and ham warm a little bit later in the recipe. Next thing, let's talk about those eggs. In a perfect world, you're finding fresh, organic eggs for this recipe. Before you begin, you're gonna bring them to room temperature. Today I'll be making 2 orders of easy Eggs Benedict. I want to show you a quick trick we're going to do in advance, where we're taking an egg, we're going to crack it in a sieve, and you can see a little bit of liquid draining away. That's the very liquidy part of the egg white. There's still a more solid egg white within the sieve, but draining away that watery egg white will help prevent any wisps when you go to poach your eggs. Let's do another so you can see again. We're gonna crack a second egg again. That very liquidy part of the egg white drains away. Transfer that into a bowl. Once all of your eggs are sieved and ready to go, move them next to your stovetop, and then we're gonna continue. Next, let's talk about English muffins. Another recipe fun fact: a friend in the UK says you never cut English muffins. Instead, we're taking a fork, we're gonna kind of ply the 2 parts open. I love all those little craggy bits on the inside. We're gonna transfer our English muffins to a toaster, lightly toasted, just golden. When they come out of the toaster, how about a swipe of butter in all those little nooks and crannies? Gather the 2 parts together and now transfer them to a parchment-lined baking sheet. Our easy Eggs Benedict recipe is now on the move. We're heading to stovetop. I have a small pan into which I'm adding 1 stick of butter. I'm gonna melt that butter. We're gonna use it for the Hollandaise. I also have a small skillet at stovetop, moderate heat. We're gonna be using that to warm our ham. I'm using a prosciutto cotto, which is a cooked Italian ham, but any ham will work in this recipe. We're gonna add a teaspoon of butter into that warmed skillet. When it comes to temperature, we're gonna add our ham, let it get kind of warm. Right about the time the butter melts, the ham is pretty hot, so I'm gonna give the ham a flip, add about 1 or 2 tablespoons of water. I'm gonna put a lid on it, and now bring that skillet over to our baking sheet, add it next to the English muffins, transfer them to the oven to keep them warm, but stay at stovetop. We're gonna need to take a 3-quart pan into which I'm adding 6 cups of water. For poaching eggs, you want a nice quantity of water in that pot. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Turn your stovetop to high. We're gonna bring that to a boil. While it's coming to a boil, let's make that Hollandaise hack next. This is so easy, you're gonna be amazed. Canister of an immersion blender. I have 3 egg yolks. I'm gonna add a teaspoon, sometimes I add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. We're adding a teaspoon of lemon juice, a couple of hits of a favorite hot sauce, a little bit of salt. Now take the immersion blender, bring those ingredients together with the blender running, slowly drizzle in that butter, and within moments you have an instant foolproof Hollandaise that is perfect for our easy Eggs Benedict. English muffins and ham are warming. Hollandaise, it's done. Now that key step, we're gonna poach our eggs perfectly. Back to stovetop, we're gonna turn the temperature of the poaching liquid down to the lowest setting. We need that liquid to be still in the pot. While it simmers down, we're gonna get ready to plate up. 2 plates out onto our work surface. Now we're gonna bring our English muffins and ham out of the oven. Open an English muffin onto each plate. Now taking tongs carefully, we're gonna add the ham onto each half of English muffin. Don't do it like this. Remember, there's gonna be an egg coming here. So kind of push the ham down a little bit. Our plates are ready. Now back to stovetop, final step. We're taking our eggs in those individual bowls. Now we bring the bowl with the first egg right to the surface, gently turn it into the liquid. It falls down like a teardrop right to the bottom of the pot, which is perfect. Second, third, and fourth egg. Have a slotted spoon handy in case you need to move the eggs away from each other as they poach. 3 minutes will do the trick. Don't let them stay any longer. We're taking that slotted spoon. I have a paper towel in this hand. Just dab any liquid away, and then you can transfer the egg on top of each little tiny mound of ham. We're bringing this recipe home. Are you ready? Stir up that hollandaise, a little ladle, and then as you ladle, it's gonna be this beautiful when you do it. As you ladle that hollandaise, it just kind of drips down over the poached egg. Amazing. Once your hollandaise is on each of your little tiny poached eggs, we're gonna do classic garnishes. A sprinkle of freshly cracked black pepper. Let's also add a little sprinkle of paprika, and then if you have any fresh chives in the garden, a sprinkle of chives on top. I also like that classic slice of orange where you split it in half and then kind of do that twist on every plate. The look of our easy Eggs Benedict is in your future, I know it. We are ready to serve. We're gonna go to table. The usual suspects, please. Coffee, maybe tea, favorite beverages. The unusual suspect, how about our healthy fruit salad that we serve with a minty cherry dressing? Our fruit salad is so perfect with this Eggs Benedict. Now it's time to dig in, fork and knife in hand. This is that moment where you cut into the poached egg. Look, oh, and it just spills out and mixes up with that tangy hollandaise. It dribbles down over the ham, and then it gets soaked up in that English muffin. Incredible. Easy Eggs Benedict. Over to you. Make it, enjoy it. We know you can do this. Until next time, I'm Nick Manojlovic. I'm just gonna stand here and continue to enjoy this beautiful Eggs Benedict. Yeah.